So let's take a little look at the evolution of my nun here, because I didn't really research it at first. So first off, it's just the head piece. Don't even ask me what these things are called, please. Like, I don't know that. And then she's just wearing like a very simple kind of dress. And then she's like wearing this, I don't know, like covering piece where it also covers like half of your face and stuff like that, and has like more of a collar here. And then in this one, okay, the person looks completely different. Her headpiece is just really long now, because I was looking at nun photos in the meantime, and honestly I was just not feeling like redoing most of these, so I just left them the way they are. But while I was looking at nuns, I also saw that apparently they swear to poverty, so they swear that they will be poor and make like up to $69,000 a year. How the fuck is that poor? They live in like a monastery or something like that, so they don't pay any rent. What could they possibly be spending? Well, it's not hookers, I can tell you that. When I was in high school, I was really into like drawing on t-shirts for a little bit, and it was Halloween, so I took a shirt and my fabric paint and I painted on one. Pumpkin Halloween. Like, I love Halloween, but with a pumpkin. And I went to school with the next day, and awesome. I had it under a sweater, so I pulled up leveled sweater, and I showed my classmate, or other. It's embarrassing, but she was like, "Don't." And I'm like, well, yeah, dude, I'm just so glad I had a sweater on as well, because thinking that like over generations they would be wearing the same thing, and I thought for a while like maybe everybody gets their own dress or clothes for the rituals, but at the beginning it was supposed to be just a few people, and now it's gonna be like a bunch of them all at the same time. It's like in groups, they're all doing this in groups, and then I don't know if I think it's smart to each have their own size and their own thing, so I'm thinking something more universal, which is now like very loose, and then just around the waist. Not a specific reason, just I researched a lot of nuns, and honestly, I mean, they're not supposed to be nuns, but since it is very Christian heavy on religion, I just took whatever I wanted from nuns, basically. And honestly, I mean, I just like it more when the waist is pronounced a little bit more, but it's still very loose and thick, so you can't really make out anything. I do like the bonnet, so I did make the bonnet a little bit more like this, where it's universal, that they will wear it like this if it's a normal day and they have to work, because I feel like those ruffles would absolutely just get in your face too much, like the fabric basically. So if you were to bend down or whatever, it'll just go up above your head, or it'll just go into your face, so it'd be annoying. So instead of putting it underneath and tying the knot right there, then for like working days they would tie it on top of the fabric, you know, like this. So the dress is basically open in the back, and you can like do the branding very easily, but why would they have just the skin shown? So I thought of just putting like a little bit of fabric over top there, just for it to be a little bit, you know, covered. And since if obviously there's going to be blood on it, so they can just change that out and make new ones, or I don't know, boil it and stuff. They can be reused for different people, but I am not sure about the shape of it here. I do like this one a little bit more. It's like a square shape, and then in the back it will be like, kind of like a sailor collar, and I think that would make more sense, and it looks a little bit nicer as well. And then it's just tied in the front, just like this bonnet type thing is. But I'm not so sure about the sleeves yet, because I mean, I'm guessing she's wearing something else underneath, which I'm also not so sure yet what it is, because back in the early 1900s you would wear like a chemise underneath, which was basically like your underwear, and this is not that. Like, that doesn't look like that. But then what is she wearing underneath that also has the cutout on the back? Like, I can't let them go without sleeves, because it is cold when this happened, and that would just be a little bit too much. I could of course make like pretty thick sleeves that go down. I like the design of this. I just don't know if it's very practical. So a couple of weeks ago in the basement, and it's just stone. There's the washer and the dryer, and where the washer is, there was water. It wasn't like wet, but it was soaked into the stone. So we checked the washer 3 times, my dad and I. We checked the whole thing. Nothing was leaking. Last week, Dad did his laundry. No water. He did multiple loads over multiple days. There was no water. I did my laundry. Water. I told him. He was like, no, there was no water. I said, no, there is. Completely random. Then we were down in the kitchen, where all of a sudden there was a puddle. We thought, well, Apollo pissed there, and we mopped it up. A couple of hours later, again, impossible, he didn't pee there. So I was like, there's no way this is actual pee, like this has to be water. We took off like the protection thing on the bottom of the kitchen cabinets. There was water underneath, but only a little bit. It's like it just came out of nowhere. You have to imagine, there's the dishwasher, the sink, and then goes around the corner like this. Nothing, just a cabinet. Then there's the oven and another cabinet. And this is where the water was. There is no water anywhere there. And it came out of nowhere. We had the dishwasher running multiple times. Oven running multiple times. I thought maybe it's condensation from the oven because it's the only thing that's close to it. Nothing. We had the sink running a bunch of times. Like, there is no reason for there to be water. So last night I come up these stairs right here. And I go into the kitchen, to my kitchen right here. I put down my pots. So I go out of the kitchen and I go into the bathroom. You guessed it. I had to take a fucking shit. I come out of the bathroom and I see a big puddle of water. Still a little bit damp. So this was so king wet. Like, I'm telling you, if I had taken a whole glass of water and I had just fully dumped that on there, put my foot in there, and it was like coming up, like, but it was only here. So we checked ceiling, nothing, completely dry. There's the attic up here. Where does the water come from? It wasn't pee. I smelled it. Apollo was with Dad the entire time. AJ was inside of his room. He only knew when I knocked on the door. I was like, did you spill water? The fuck? Nothing. There's nothing water related anywhere near here. You're like, oh, there's the fucking bathroom, you dumb bitch. No, pipes for the bathroom, they go through this wall right here because this is where the kitchen is, obviously. So it just goes like this. There's no reason for there to be water right here. So I tell AJ, and he tells me, I heard a huge bang the other day in the attic up there. So I'm like, okay, that's not an animal. Let's check it out. Like, it's not the first time I've heard of somebody living in somebody's fucking house like a squad. I'm not down for that shit. So I get my normal bayonet like everybody does. We check out the attic room. Mind you, like you can kind of see here, it was completely, utterly covered in spiderwebs. Like, I'm talking every single inch of the whole thing was covered in spiderwebs. This is the attic right here. It's just a normal door because it's just a room back there. Like, it's another, damn, it's cold as hell in here. It's just a room. But then up there, I would turn on the light, but it doesn't work. Up there is a little platform, and then over there is like a long room. That's like the attic. Like, you wouldn't know an attic. There is a latch because I used to live in this room. Like, this was my bedroom, and I was like, Dad, I'm not doing that shit. You're putting a latch on that little door because it's scary as hell. I know I make jokes about like, oh, there's a ghost in my house and there's like taps on my door or whatever. Let's be real, the tap, I'm guessing it's the weight on the door paired with my heater in my room, and outside here there is no heater. Because we have two crawl space. Well, we have one attic, and then we have another crawl space here in the bathroom, which is this door, which I'm a little scared of it. So I put a bunch of shit in front of it. So I opened it up and I went inside. Let me just show you what this looks like because it is a scary room. Right here. Something looks at me right now. I'm gonna fucking shit myself. All right, so this is what I was inside of. There is nothing. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? What the fuck? Were you just like doing this with your foot? Yeah? I was just looking into that room again, you fucker. Oh my god! Fuck you, I hate your guts, you dipshit. Oh my god. What?
What the hell?
That's what you fucking get. It sounded like something was running up to me. I was hearing like footsteps and shit. If you wanted me to shit myself, you could have just said so. I would have done it for a couple of them back. Okay, let's do this quick because I have to pick up Flynn and Taylor in 2 minutes. An emptiness will soon be filled. I hope they're talking about my bank account because, you know, that shit's empty as hell.
Oh, hello. She sings... Oh, I was looking for that.
Damn, 400 grams of pain.
It's quiz night on Tuesday again.
Yeah, actually more.
You suck, AJ. AJ suck.
Guess our costumes.
Thanks.